Hey friend, welcome. Question, would you like to make get-rich miracles happen in your life? Well, hey, my name is Chris from Njigha.com, and in this exciting episode, we are doing the miracle equation review, all right? Basically, going to share with you how you can get rich, make get-rich miracles happen in your life, like my boy Hal Elrod in his new book, The Miracle Equation, all right? So, hey, before we get into it, if you don't know, this channel is all about empowering you, the home business entrepreneur, with the mindset and the online skill sets to get results, make more money, and drive the breakthrough that you deserve. All right. So if you like content like that, hey, online business and passive income, and also the mindset too to make things happen in your life, hey, definitely give the video a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and smash that bell too, because you'll be notified whenever I drop new videos or reviews like this too, which is pretty much on an almost daily basis. All right. So hey, Miracle Equation, the Miracle Equation, all right? So that is a new book that Hal Elrod just came out with. If you don't know Hal Elrod, essentially, he's a guy that, well, he's pretty much a basic regular guy just like you, all right? I mean, this is the image of him right here. He's pretty much a guy just like you, and he's really well known for his Miracle Morning book that he wrote that's a top seller. And so essentially what happened was this guy, his story is that he basically was pretty much killed when he was 20, hit with a head-on collision, basically died, was dead for 6 minutes, and then resuscitated and then coded multiple times according to him. And then the bones in his legs were broken, told he would never walk again, and was able to beat that using what we're going to talk about, the miracle equation. All right, two simple components to an equation that changed this guy's life. Someone who's a basic gentleman just like you and I, has created extraordinary results in his life, like to the tune of recovering from a damn near death experience, to the tune of creating this book, The Miracle Morning, that sold over 1.6 million copies, to the tune of like being able to create his own coaching business, his own coaching, and what is that called? You know, basically keynote speaker, and being able to create his even a new book now that he's coming out with now, and most recently he was able to beat a cancer scare that was basically gave him a 10 to 30% chance of survival, and he beat all of that with the miracle equation that we're about to talk about right now. All right, so essentially, if you want to get your hands on a copy of this book, hey, I'm moving the link in the description below. I already got my copy. It's coming in. I'm pretty excited about it, but I want to kind of go and dive in a few things that I think is going to be extremely powerful, especially if you're trying to get rich and make money, how the miracle equation can do just that. All right, so we're talking about the miracle equation, all right? Yes, we're talking about how to make get-rich miracles happen in your life. And to be honest, whatever miracle you want, this applies to whatever it is you want. You want to lose weight. You want to be able to find the love of your life. You want to finally get that promotion you deserve. Whatever you want that you consider a miracle. And I mean, according to him, I remember the definition he defined as a miracle is anything that you really, really want, something that is meaningful to you. Yes, meaningful, that you kind of think is outside of probably ever happening to you. Like you think it's less likely to be possible for you, right? That's a miracle. And guess what? All these things can happen with his two-part equation that we're actually going to talk about right now. All right. Okay, so part one of this question, the equation, is very simply what he likes to describe as having unwavering faith in yourself. You see, what he said, what he discovered that made everything that he ever did in his life possible, all the miracles that happened in his life possible, was that number one, he subscribed to an unwavering faith in himself that he could do it. An unwavering faith that no matter what, he could find a way and then accomplish it and make it happen. And you know, and it's kind of interesting because you might think, well, shoot, let's say, for example, we want to get rich, right? And you might think, well, getting rich and being a millionaire, that doesn't seem very possible to me. How can I have faith in something like that I just feel like will never ever happen? And it was like, well, there's a specific strategy and method that he had with it that I thought was genius. So basically what he says is that you have to, first of all, write it down. Write it down, which is a big one. That's number one. And then number two, what you write down is a commitment. You make a commitment. Now, I don't remember exactly word for word how he said it, and it's in the book, but essentially he says that you make a commitment to the process and giving it all you got to the process. So he said, for example, and in this example, we would probably say, I commit to giving whatever it takes, everything I got to getting rich and making $1 million by the end of this year. Regardless of the results, there is no other options. So that's almost exactly kind of how he said it in the interview that I listened to. Of course, it's more detailed in the book, but essentially what you're doing is you're creating a commitment and you're writing it down. Now, let me explain something to you that is extremely powerful and why this works. I can already tell you why this works because there is a lot of principles he's taking advantage of. Number one, when you make a commitment, right? Whenever you make a commitment to do something, I mean really make a commitment, what you do is you actually take advantage of a little hack inside your brains. You see, I read a book from Dr. Cialdini called Influence. He talks about some of the laws of persuasion, and one of them is the knack that we have to want to be consistent in any decision that we make. So whenever you make a commitment towards something, no matter what it is, and you truly make that commitment, you are psychologically compelled to act on it and stay the course. Sometimes even when it doesn't make sense for you to do that and it's to your detriment. But whenever you've made that commitment, you will stick to it, and you will stick to it unconsciously compelled to do so. It's extremely powerful. And so just by making the commitment to whatever your goal is, it's almost like I describe it as like putting yourself under a spell, right? A spell is something that happens to you and you just do and you're compelled to do, and you may not even be consciously aware that you're doing it, right? It's kind of like what you think of when you think of a spell, right? It's like putting yourself under a spell, and in this case, it's a psychological hack to be focused, unconsciously focused on it. Number two, the other big thing about this is that when you write it down, oh my God, this is so crazy. When you write down your goals, number one, when you write it down, this kind of focuses your unconscious mind, because there's another thing that Cialdini talks about, and in addition, Stuart Lichtman also talks about in one of his books, all right, about how the unconscious mind is always trying to do things for you. But sometimes we confuse it, and between what we consciously are thinking and what your unconscious is thinking. All right, it might sound a lot of confusion. My basic point is this, is that your unconscious mind, whenever you write something down, it gets your unconscious mind's attention, right? And that is a way that it starts to recognize, wait a minute, this must be a big deal that you're trying to say here, and it gets your conscious mind's attention, and it tends to hone in and focus on it to get it done for you. So not only now are you compelled by the commitment persuasion program that is built in you, but you also got your unconscious mind's attention to look at your goal and do whatever it can do to help you achieve that goal by simply writing it down. On top of it, the nice little bonus that you get from this is that even if you don't believe that you could actually achieve this, you will eventually start to feel like you can. You will feel like it, just because over time, as you've been writing it every day and reading it every day, it will become a part of you. Your unconscious will start to make it happen and make it a part of your being. I'm telling you, super, super crazy stuff. This is how he was able to do this, and this is how you establish unwavering faith in yourself, by simply doing this basic stuff. Of course, he goes into more detail in the book. And then the second part of the equation, after establishing unwavering faith, is then taking extraordinary action towards your goal, right? Because you can't not just say you want to do something and then not take any action towards it, right? You got to do something. And the interesting thing is that with the way he describes extraordinary is genius. It's merely this: consistent action. That's it, right? Small steps and small things done over time, every day, over time, creates massive results. And this is extremely true. You listen to, I've listened to Tony Robbins, I listened to Jim Rohn. All these gentlemen will tell you that it's not It is not this big activity that's going to give you the results you're looking for. It's the small itty bitty things that you do every single day that will create massive results for you in the end. This is what we call the daily habits, all right? That it is extraordinary action is simply consistent action taken over time. Doing the things that when done, when you do these small steps every single day, will make the results and the goals that you want inevitable. Inevitable. Like there's no way it cannot happen. So for example, if your goal is to get rich and you want to make $1 million per year, and you have to start thinking on it, well, what can I do that will make this inevitable? For example, for me, if I create a video every single day, I do a video, right? And I know that this is going to increase subscribers for me, right? Which will also increase leads, right? And which will eventually increase my sales. Wouldn't just doing a video every single day, one video every day, eventually lead to increased sales and then eventually lead to me making $1 million a year? Now, I don't know how long it will take, right? But couldn't you agree that that would be an inevitable action and an inevitable result as a consequence of doing this simple activity every single day? Then you may not think, oh, one day it doesn't look like anything. But over the course of a week, a month, years, my friend, think about it. I remember Tony Robbins saying, hey, we drastically overestimate what we can do in a week or in 30 days, but drastically underestimate the power that 1 year of consistent activity can do. This is why I know that what Hal Elrod is talking about is legit. It's true all the way. This is true all the way. Every successful entrepreneur, business performer, high athlete knows this exact same thing. If you talk to Stephen Curry, he'll tell you that the man takes 100 jump shots every single day. Now, that may not seem like much of anything, but if you look at the course of results that 100 jump shots every single day will do for your game, well, there you have it. You see the 3-time, 4-time champion, I believe. You see his results. You see how he's able to whip out jump shots so effortlessly. Anyway, my friend, this is the miracle equation. This is how you can break down miracles. Literally, you dumb down whatever it is you want to the ultimate, to the ridiculous, to the basic action that you need, right, to do every single day, and you can get the results you're looking for. Hey, my friend, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that was helpful for you, all right? That right there is literally how you can make get-rich miracles happen in your life. Hal Elrod did it right there. That guy did it. I hope you get you a copy of the book. I think it'll change your life drastically. I really do. Definitely click the link in the description below to check out to get your free copy. And oh, by the way, there's a bunch of bonuses that he's got going on at the time of the launch of this book right now. So you might just definitely take advantage of that and get the bonuses with it too. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you found value, definitely give the video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel up here. Like I said, hey, get your copy of the book, all right? Link is in the description below. I already got mine, so you can start making miracles happen in your life, all right? So till the next exciting episode, be blessed, stay hungry. See you in the next one.